Okay, everyone. So we're going to come down to our backs, making any wiggles or adjustments we need to get fully comfortable. And let's take a nice big belly filling breath in. Exhale it out. Big belly filling breath in. And exhale it out. And just allowing our bodies to connect with our mats, allowing ourselves to melt and allow everything to soften, allowing our ankles to roll out, our hips to sink, shoulders to open, allowing our fingers to curl, and just allowing a softness to come over our face and a softness to enter our breath. Stay here for a bit, just maintaining a relaxed but focused attention. Few more breaths here. Let's bring the soles of our feet together, coming into our reclined cobbler, allowing the knees to be heavy. We'll bring our arms down to the ground above our head. Excuse me. Just taking a few slow, long inhales and exhales here at your own pace. Let's add a gentle pulse to the knees, like the wings of a butterfly. Bringing the knees to stillness. We're going to interlace our fingers, pushing our palms to the back wall. Just giving a big stretch. Good. And big breath in. Exhale, bringing our knees into our chest for a hug. We'll give a gentle rock from side to side. Coming to stillness, reaching for our big toes, coming into our happy baby. Bringing your awareness to your spine, just noticing how long and how it connects to our mat. Let's bring the soles of our feet together for a hug. Give them a nice big hug in towards the chest. Releasing the feet down to the mat, keeping the bend in the knee. We'll bring our right ankle below the left knee as we come into our reclined pigeon, keeping our hips squared off with the ceiling. We'll reach those left toes up to the sky. Pointing through those left toes like a ballerina. Pushing through the heel. Bringing our breath up the back of the leg into those spaces we feel lengthening. Now let's make circles in one direction with the left ankle and in the other. Right. Coming to stillness, we'll put a bend back into the left knee. We're going to release our hands from the left leg, bringing the right knee to the left. Arms come out into T position. We're going to drop those legs over to the left side of the mat, pointing our face down to our right fingers, towards our right fingers. Big breath in. Exhale the knees to center. Exhale, release the feet back down to the mat. This time the left ankle comes below the right knee as we come back into our reclined pigeon. Trying to keep the hips squared off with the ceiling. And let's reach those right toes up to the sky like a ballerina. And push through the heel. Bringing that breath or pranayama up the back of the leg, all the way up into the heel. Circles in one direction with our right ankle and in the other. Good. Coming to stillness, we'll put a bend back into the right knee. Left knee joins the right, arms out into T position. We'll drop those legs over to the right side of the mat and pointing our face towards our left fingers. Couple more breaths. Inhale the legs to center. Exhale, release the feet to the floor. We're going to walk those heels towards the bottom. Arms come down to our sides. Let's push our pelvis up to the sky. If you want a little more lengthening through the shoulders, you can connect your hands underneath the bottom. If your hands are connected, we'll release them nice and slow. We're going to come down one vertebrae at a time. All right, we're going to take our blocks and set them up for our Lord of Fish pose. So the top block is mid-height. The lower block is on the lowest height. So that lowest block we're going to use between our shoulder blades. And the top block will support the crown of our head. Bringing our arms out into T position, palms facing up. And we're going to bring our breath into our shoulders. Keeping our awareness on our inhales and our exhales. Bringing our legs the full length of the mat will allow our ankles to soften so that our feet roll to the side. Stay here for a few more breaths. Bringing our hands to our sides, we're going to push ourselves up into seated. I still want your body facing the length of the mat. I'm just going to turn to the screen so you can see me better. I'd like you to take one of your blocks and put it to the bottom of your mat. Just have it handy. You may or may not want to use it. And then we're also going to reach for our strap. Good. And let's bring our strap into both hands, bringing some tension in between. Be mindful of that buckle. I always say this from experience. Seated on our sit bones, nice and tall. Big breath in. Exhale, bringing the strap back towards the bottom. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Good. We're going to come forward one more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Good. We're going to take the strap into our right hand, bringing the buckle over the right shoulder. Our left hand's just going to encourage that right elbow back. And then the left hand will reach underneath to the strap, walking our hands towards one another, but keeping the shoulders open. So if you find you're curling in, let a little more strap release between your hands so that your shoulders stay open. Good. Nice and tall. Let's take a few nice, slow, long inhales and exhales here, really filling up that belly. And we're going to release the strap. We'll bring it over the left shoulder. Our right hand's going to encourage that left elbow back. And then the right hand will reach underneath. Good. Walking our hands towards each other. Again, allowing those shoulders to stay open. Good. This time we'll focus on bringing the breath into the shoulder space. So thinking about bringing the breath into the collarbone, the shoulders, the chest, and the neck. A few breaths here. Good. And we're going to release. We're going to put that strap to the side. Dropping our chin down to our chest, rolling our left ear over to our left shoulder. And taking our left hand, reaching it over the head towards our right ear. We're just adding a little bit of weight to the head. Left hand's going to connect down to the mat. Inhale, right fingertips up. Exhale, we're going to hinge a little further over that left side, really reaching through those fingers. Good. Inhale, right fingertips up. Exhale, release to our lap. We're going to drop our chin back down again, rolling our right ear over to our right shoulder, and then reach that right hand across towards left ear. Just gently adding a little extra weight. We're going to release that right hand down to the mat. Inhale, left fingertips up. Exhale, hinging over the right side. Reaching through those fingers. Inhale, left fingertips up, bringing ourselves back to center. Exhale, release. Great. We're going to turn ourselves so that our feet are facing the bottom of our mat. If it's yeah, you can face the bottom or the top, whatever way you're going to see the screen the best. The block at the end of the mat should be within reaching distance should you need it, because we will be eventually flowing into our half moon. So that'll let you know how to get yourself set up. And you can decide if you want to use the block or not, okay? We're going to bring that right foot to the inside of the left leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Starting at the tailbone, we're going to roll ourselves back up into seated, reaching our right hand back. Inhale, left fingertips up. We're going to lift the hips up. Good. Inhale, left fingertips up. As we exhale, we're bringing our bottom back down to the mat, reaching again for that left foot. Good. Bringing our hands to our sides or to our front. Find where you're balanced the most. We're going to bring the right foot down to the mat, pushing ourselves up. We're going to come up into standing, bringing that left knee up into the chest. Keeping our left hand on our left knee, we're going to reach the right arm behind us, bringing our gaze over the right fingertips. This one's a little tricky, I know. Good. Gaze comes forward, right hand down to our side. Bringing the left leg in front of the right, we're coming into our Garudasana, or eagle pose. Left elbow into the right. Big breath in. Exhale, releasing the arms and legs. The left leg is going to come back, coming into our half moon. So again, you can decide if you want to use the block or not. Good. Inhale, back up to center, bringing that knee back up to the chest. Left leg again crosses into our eagle legs. Good. We're going to connect the left foot down, coming into seated. Good. Good. You guys are doing great. Big breath in. Exhale it out. So this is going to be a little different. We're going to come back up onto the left foot. We're going to twist ourselves into a circle. So we're going to face the top of the mat, coming all the way 360, crossing our legs again. Good job. Good job. Excellent. Let's straighten out those legs again. This time we're going to bring the left foot to the inside of the right leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Starting at the tailbone, we'll roll ourselves up into seated, reaching that left hand back, Inhaling the right arm up and the hips up off the mat. Big breath in. Exhale, coming back to seated, reaching back for that right foot. We're going to bring our hands either to the front or to the side. Left foot plants into the mat as we push ourselves up. We're coming up into standing. We're going to bring that right knee up into the chest for a hug. Left arm comes behind us. Nice and steady. We're going to bring our gaze over to those left fingers. Gaze comes forward, left hand down to the left side. We're going to cross that right leg in front of left, coming into our eagle, right elbow into the left. Coming into our full Garudasana. Big breath in. Exhale, releasing. We're going to reach that left hand down to our block or to the mat as we come into our half moon. Big breath in. Exhale, coming back up to standing. We're going to bring that right knee back into the chest. Right leg crosses the left, coming into our Garudasana legs. We're going to connect the right foot down to the mat as we come into kneeling. There we go. Good. Planting that left foot. We're going to twist ourselves back into a circle all the way around so our legs come back into cross position. Good job. I know that one wasn't easy. That was our new transition for today. Very proud of you. Good job. Excellent. So we're going to turn ourselves around. We're going to face the top of our mat. And we'll move that top block off the mat if you haven't already. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Let's reach through those fingers. Good. Let's come up into kneeling or into our tabletop. So bring those knees underneath the hips, shoulders over top of the wrists. Let's pull the belly button in. Inhale to our cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more flow through. Inhale to our cow. Exhale to our cat. Coming back to our tabletop, we'll come fully up into kneeling. We're going to bring our hands behind us. If we're going to reach the ankles, we're actually not going to reach. We're going to look up. And then as we come forward, we're going to roll onto the pads of our feet, reaching our hands forward. Good. So another little bit of a different one. So come back into your modified camel. And then roll forward into your squat. Good. We're going to do 2 more of these. Roll forward into your modified camel. Exhale. Back to your squat. Back to our camel. And back to our squat. Good. Let's bring our hands down to the mat, pushing our bottom up to the sky, bringing our feet to the width of the mat as we come into our ragdoll. Just allowing everything to be heavy, to lengthen. Taking a few slow, long inhales and exhales here. Let's release those hands down to the mat. We're going to walk them forward until we come into our down dog. Good. Roll forward into plank. Flow all the way through to your up dog or cobra. We're going to stay here for a couple breaths. Curl the toes under, push back into our downward facing dog. Left leg, three-legged dog. You can stay here or bring that left leg over for our flip dog. Left leg, three-legged dog. And bring that left knee forward for mountain climber. Left leg, three-legged dog. Let's step or wiggle that left foot forward as we inhale up to our high lunge. Reaching those arms up to the sky. There we go. Getting low in that left heel. Beautiful. Hands come to heart center. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Beautiful. Right hand comes to the inside of the left foot. Left arm reaches up for the sky. Left hand to the outside of the left foot. Let's step back into our down dog. Take your dog for a walk. Good. Coming to stillness, flow forward into plank. We're going to come all the way through to our up dog or cobra. Couple breaths here. Flow back to our down dog. Right leg, three-legged dog. You can stay here or bring that right leg over for your flip dog. Right leg, three-legged dog. Let's bring that right knee forward for mountain climber. Right leg, three-legged dog. Let's step or wiggle that right foot forward as we inhale up to our high lunge. Exhaling that breath out, getting nice and long in those legs, lowering that left heel. Beautiful. Hands come to heart center. Left elbow to the outside of the right leg. Good. Our left hand comes to the inside of our right foot. Right fingers up to the sky. Right hand to the outside of the right foot. Let's step back into our down dog. Let's take that dog for another walk. Good. Coming to stillness, left leg, three-legged dog. Let's bring that left leg forward for pigeon. Coming all the way down to our forehead. Connecting with our breath. Connecting with our body. Just tuning in. Noticing where we're lengthening. And bringing our breath into those spaces. Keeping your awareness with your breath. Bringing your breath into those spaces to lengthen. Few more breaths here. Let's bring our hands underneath our shoulders, pushing our torso up. We're going to reach our right hand back for our right foot. Right. And bring those left fingers up to the sky, coming into our king pigeon. Left hand connects to the mat. Release the right foot, curling the toes under, push back into our down dog, taking our dog for a walk. Good. Coming to stillness, right leg, three-legged dog. And let's bring that right knee forward for our pigeon. And coming all the way down to our forehead, connecting with our breath, connecting with our mat. And again, noticing how our body is feeling, noticing the spaces that are lengthening, and bringing your prana into those spaces. Keeping our awareness on our breath. Few more breaths here. Hands come underneath our shoulders, pushing our torso up. We're going to put a bend into the left knee. Left hand reaches back for the left foot as we come back up into our king pigeon. Releasing our right hand down to the mat, releasing the left foot. We're going to roll into the right cheek and swing our legs forward. Good. Coming into staff pose, bringing our hands or fists to the side of the body, just depending. Your shorter hands like me. Sometimes I like going onto my fists. Pushing through the heels of the feet, gaze forward, nice long tall spine, pushing through the crown of the head. Let's take a few nice slow long inhales and exhales here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Starting at the tailbone, we're going to roll ourselves back up to seated. Left foot to the inside of the right leg. So again, we're going to reach that left hand back, rolling onto that left knee, opening up the hips. Good. Big breath in. Exhale, coming back to seated, into your forward fold, reaching for that right foot. Starting at the tailbone, we're going to roll ourselves back up into seated. Reaching the left leg forward, right foot comes to the inside of the left leg. Good. Right hand behind us. We're going to roll onto that right knee, opening up the hips. Lowering the bottom down, coming back to seated, reaching forward for that left foot. Starting at the tailbone, roll our shoulders up to center. We're going to come into our wide leg squat. So bring our feet to the width of our mat. Elbows come to the inside of the knees, hands to heart center. Let's just roll our hips. You can roll them from side to side, or you can visualize making circles. If you're making circles, just go in the opposite direction. Coming to stillness, hands come down to the mat. We're going to push our bottoms up to the sky, rolling our feet back underneath our hips. Arms are heavy, starting at the lower back or the tailbone. We're going to roll ourselves up to standing, bringing the shoulders up to the ears, around and back. Good. Sitting ourselves back into our chair pose, reaching through those fingers, tucking the tailbone under. Big breath in. Exhale to tree, left foot to the right calf, reaching through those branches nice and tall. Arms reach out in front of us, left elbow into the right, creating our eagle arms, and we'll slide that left foot in front of the right leg, being seated back into our eagle. Big breath in. Exhale to chair. Tuck the tailbone under. See if you can get a little bit lower. Big breath in. Exhale, right foot to the left leg, come back into our tree. Nice wide branches. Arms come out in front of us, right elbow into the left, coming back into our eagle arms, sliding that right leg to the outside of the left leg. Big breath in. Exhale to chair. Inhale up to mountain. Exhale, step the left foot back into our warrior two. Good. Big breath in. Exhale to triangle. Couple more breaths. And flow back, reverse warrior, putting that bend back into the right front knee. Good. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale one. Step that left foot back up into our tree. Hands to heart center. Release into mountain. Big breath in. Exhale, step that right foot back into our warrior two. Big breath in. Exhale into triangle. Low back reverse warrior. Put a bend back into that left front knee. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale one. Step our right foot back up into our tree. Hands to heart center, releasing our right foot into mountain. Beautiful transition, very nice. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. Good. We're gonna flow all the way through to our up dog or cobra. Staying here for a few breaths. Curl the toes under, coming into our down dog. Looking between our thumbs, we're gonna step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. All right, this time we're going to flow through to our cobra. So coming from our plank, inhale up to cobra. Exhale, baby cobra, engaging the biceps. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, baby cobra. Curl the toes under, push back, down dog. We're going to step our feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Step back, down dog. We're going to bring our knees to the width of the mat, coming down into our child's pose, starting on the right side of our face, and just allowing everything to melt, to soften. Nice and slow. We're going to turn our gaze into the opposite direction. Staying connected with your inhales and your exhales. Push ourselves up into seated. We'll come straight into easy pose or cross-legged pose. Nice and tall, seated onto our sit bones. Our left hand comes behind our left cheek, our right hand to our left knee. Big breath in. Exhale, coming into the twist. Using that left knee for some leverage, bringing the gaze over the left shoulder. Breath in. Exhale, let's flow all the way to the other side, left hand to right knee, our right hand behind that right cheek. And we're just using that right knee for some leverage. So get a little deeper into that twist. Breath in. Exhale to center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. We're reaching through those fingers. Using our hands, we'll walk ourselves back to center. If you need any eye pillows or sweaters or anything like that, grab that now before we come down to our backs. And just before we come into Shavasana, once you have yourself in a comfortable position, take your time. We're going to bring our hands under our bottom, sending our legs up to the sky. And here you can roll out your ankles, you crisscross your legs, you do bicycle, whatever feels good here. You may even like just leaving them in stillness. Few more breaths here. And reach our hands over our head, allowing our arms to connect down to the ground. And nice and slow, keeping our hands connected to the floor, we're going to bring our arms out into T position. Your palms can either be facing up or down, whatever's more comfortable. And nice and slow, we'll bring those hands down towards our sides, releasing our feet to the mat, and then coming down to our legs and making any adjustments that we need to get ready for Shavasana. If you want to put a bolster or pillow under your knees or eye pillows on your eyes, whatever you need to get comfortable. As we come into Shavasana, we maintain a relaxed but focused attention. Should your mind wander, bring it back to your mat. Bringing stillness, bringing our awareness back to our breath. Bringing gentle movements to your fingers and your toes. We'll bring one hand to our tummy, one hand to our heart center, and bringing our awareness to our heart center. Thinking about something that makes us happy or brings us joy. First thing that comes to mind. And allow that feeling of happiness and joy to grow. Allowing that feeling to expand in your heart center. Allowing that feeling to reach down all the way to the tips of your toes, to your fingertips, all the way up to the crown of your head. Allow that feeling of happiness, joy, gratitude. Allow that feeling to pass over your face, bringing a smile to your lips, and genuinely bring that smile there. Allow that feeling to grow, allow it to radiate. Imagine the happiness and joy is glowing around you. Staying within this happiness, staying within this joy for a few more breaths. A nice, slow, long, gentle inhale in. Exhaling it out. We'll come over to our right side. A few more breaths here. Still feeling that happiness as it radiates from your body. A nice, slow, long inhale in. Exhale it out. Good. And let's push ourselves up into seated, taking our time. And we'll bring our hands to heart center, giving ourselves thanks for making time for ourselves in our practice today. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. Thanks, everyone.